I've looked through these components that I cast, and I've decided that these two are kind of the winners, or like the best in the whole crop. There's good visibility of the cast in place stone, and they are similar. You know, I've got to clean up this extra burnt resin bonded sand that was like left over from the casting process, and also my flashing and my little gates. All right, now it's time for me to cut the sprues, or I guess in jewelry making they call them sprues, but in iron casting they call them gating. It's time for me to cut off this entry where the metal came in and filled the cavity. I gotta cut it off. So to do that, I'm going to chuck it up in this wonderful engraver's ball vise that my dad gave me. He's the best dad. All right, so we're gonna get one of these cut-off wheels loaded up. All right, it's not as clean as I would have wanted, but we can definitely work with that. All right, so I've pretty much finished the backs of these to where I want them to be, or what I want them to look like. Just a nice overall sanded texture. And so there's it's interesting, between the sanding that I did at like kind of the girdle or the widest part of these, that was where the part line was. And so I ground that back and sanded it, and it looks really nice. And then now the back looks really nice, but there's this awkward place that hasn't been touched, and it's like the transition between the back and the side, and it looks really out of place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna smooth out that transition. So I'm just gonna use all of the same flex shaft tools that you've seen me use just right now, and I'm gonna round that out and make it look nice and intentional. Alright, so that was just with the snap disc. I still have to clean it up with the flap sander, or I guess the split mandrel as it's also called, but yeah, I feel like that already looks more intentional. Alright, I have a little, oh, don't I have, I thought I had some, oh yeah, here it is. Alright, so I've got some steel brush, oh, and I also have some like, they're probably nylon, I don't know, nylon, some brushes, and I want to brush the little bit of burnt resin bonded sand that's still left from the mold process. I want to get that out. So I've got quite a few all these. I'm gonna try and use these. I can't see them, my glasses are fogging up. But I don't want to use a brass one though, because the brass will come off of the little brass wires, some of it, and it will like kind of coat the iron, and I don't like yellow iron. I like it to be gray. You gotta watch out using these steel ones though, because they throw the little wires, they'll throw them at you. So you gotta like watch out, wear a face shield.